Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I am Zian, an English department student from Jakarta. This video is my another project from popular literature class. Today we are doing a sharing talk about several movies review, and I'm joined by my two friends, Tony and Susi. We are going to sharing view popular movies. So we have got a list here, and we are going to see how popular they are and explain them along the way. So let's get into it. Alright. Popular literature is a literature that is enjoyed by a large mass of people. According to Quality 1969, it represents a great expansion in the range of human expression and activity, subjected to the scrutiny of historians and scholars of the art. So, not all the literary works can be defined as popular literature, but a popular literature is absolutely literary work. Most of all, popular literature is a fiction and doesn't raise or answer abstract questions. The distinctive characteristics of popular fiction is the absence of explicitly ideological elements of the intent to convey intellectual information. Examples: Don't Look Up, that released in Netflix at 2021 and directed by Adam McKay. And the second is Dr. Seuss, the Lorax, that released in at 2012 and directed by Chris Renaud. The last is A Charlie and Chocolate Factory, that released in the cinema at 2005 and directed by Tim Burton. Adam McKay wrote, produced, and directed the 2021 American apocalypse comedy film Don't Look Up. The film contains a satire wrapped in comedy aimed at a government that never wants to hear the voice of its people. It narrates the narrative of two astronomers who are attempting to warn humanity about an impending comet that would kill humanity. The film became popular after Netflix released the film on its service, and this film received a lot of enthusiasm from Netflix subscribers to hold the latest the most watched. So the social issue in this movie is the capitalism. In the film, two astronomers started a media tour. They reminded people of impending comet destroying the earth. These two scientists, a fast TV program, and a government that did not believe in the news. And however, they will still seek ways to convince the world of dangers from outer space. And the capitals occurred when these two astronomy scientists came to the White House to deliver a message of emergency. But they were blocked by the bureaucracy that made it difficult for them to meet the President of the United States. It can be seen on the minutes of 12 until 23, and the capital is still going on when then they asked television media companies for help with a news emergency, but instead were integrated with a local artist, a news segment, and a public response. So it is so as a bunch of crazy talk about the end of the world can be seen on minutes 37 to 42. And the last evidence is then the government responded to their emergency message, but still had to be wrapped up in the political imagery, and this emergency message campaign between the government and the private company is on 12 to 23.
Lorax is a 2012 American 3D computer animated musical fantasy comedy film produced by Illumination Entertainment and distributed by Universal Pictures. This movie is the second adaptation of Dr. Seuss' children's book of the same name, following the 1972 animated television special. This film was directed by Chris Renaud, co-directed by Kyle Balda. On April 11, 2012, this movie became the first animated film that grossed more than $200 million in North America since Walt Disney Animation Studios Tangled. This movie is about a boy named Ted Wiggins who lives in Knitfield, where all the vegetation and plant life is artificial. Ted has a crush on a girl named Audrey and try to impress her with a real tree, and he decided to get out from the town and ask a man named Wansler who knows about the trees. The social issue in this movie is capitalism. In the movie, Wansler created a knitted fabric with multiple uses. And to make the knit, he needs the cotton trees. His capitalist tendency can be shown in the movie soundtrack, How Bad Can I Be? Especially in minute 50, 60. Wansler said, quote, "Who cares if a few trees are dying?" showing that he does not care about deforesting for profit. Not only Wansler, the Knitfield mayor O'Hare, who sell a bottled oxygen, also show his capitalist tendency in minute 11.5. He said, quote, "So in other words, the more smoke in the sky, the more people will buy," end quote. As he knows he is polluting the environment, but he's still doing it, as he thinks the pollution only makes him more profits, and he sees trees as the threat to his business.
Okay, my name is Susi Damanik, and now I want to explain about film Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is a film directed by Tim Burton and adapted from the novel the same name by Roald Dahl. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is about Charlie Bucket, or Freddie Highmore, a boy who lives in poverty with his family near the Wonka Chocolate Factory. Charlie won a golden ticket along with 4 other children. The prize? They will be invited to tour the most amazing chocolate factory in the world. The film became popular because in the years following its release, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory has been described as a popular but divisive and everlastingly polarizing. Entertainment Weekly and Variety respectively ranked Charlie and the Chocolate Factory as a Tim Burton 3rd and 4th best film. This film also have many awards. For example, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was confirmed as the highest grossing film in this weekend in North America, earning $55 million. The movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory shows a clear issue on the social gap. The social gap is shown by different classes as the result of capitalism between Charlie Bucket and Willy Wonka. The first class is the passive owner or bourgeoisie, which is shown by Willy Wonka, and secondly, the proletariat's life is shown by Charlie Bucket. From the different classes, they show the prosperity of the bourgeois, such as the image of the building of chocolate manufacturing, and the image of poverty of the proletariat, such as the image of Charlie had. From the picture, our Scott of the New York Times gave a positive review, writing that in spite of relapses and imperfections, a few of them serious, Mr. Barton's movie success in doing what far too few films aim primarily at children even know how to attempt anymore, which is to feed even the glut the youthful appetite for aesthetic surprise. So that's all for the film Chocolate Factory. Thank you.
Alright guys, well that is going to wrap all the movies we are going to look at today. Thanks Susie and Tony for joining me. Have a look at this. I hope you guys had an insight, maybe learned something new. So if you enjoyed the video, remember to hit that button and subscribe to see more content like this. But until next time.